I want to take this another step further yet and make a completely different header. To this part is taking me a little longer than I expected it to take. Okay, so there's our main header. Now what we're going to do is create our homepage header. Not our homepage header. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's take our homepage and inside of our header, now we're going to take our big header columns and drop it in. And then we're going to take big header right and drop it in that, and big header left and drop it in that. The title we're going to take away. And then our nav menu is going to come down to, let's see, big header left is going to have our big header image. Big header right is going to have our page intro. Let's see, page intro and our nav menu and our tagline. Okay, so now that template has it. So let's go to news. Perfect. Our single template still isn't going to have it. Okay. So then now we're going to create another header style for our regular pages. Actually, we're going to come over to our page and we're going to say front page, and our front page header has got all that stuff in it, just like we want. So now we're going to change out the regular page header. And actually, I'm going to have to confess that at the moment, front page doesn't actually work in this version of alpha, but it'll work in here sometime today. So I'm going to show it to you on a custom template instead. So I'm going to call this typical page. Actually, I'm not going to do that. You're just going to imagine this is working properly. I'm going to do this in the single template. So in the single template now, we're going to create a new column. Actually, you know, we can use the big header columns there too and just use a smaller header image, I think. Let's try that. That'll simplify this a little bit. So big header columns, and then I'm going to say, well, yeah, I'm just going to do big header left and right again. And drag this tagline away. I mean, actually, I want the tagline in there. I just don't want the site title in there. So big header left is going to get a new, it's going to get the small header image. So we're going to create a new text box, small header image. Let's open it up. Come back over to the sandbox and we'll insert the small header image. Okay. It says go back to our home page, the Barking Chihuahua Cafe. It's going to use the home page as the return URL. We're going to put it in as full sized. So in this case, I think what we'll do is we'll left align it. And we'll insert it into the post. Copy that HTML. Paste it. Close it. And then what else? Oh yeah, I need to bring it in there, don't I? Whoops, where'd it go? Small header image. And then big header right still wants the nav menu, but it's not going to have the page intro, so there's just the nav menu and the tagline. Hit save to this. Come over to news. Choose the right architect. And there you go. Now we have the smaller version of our header in another page. Now I want to get rid of this double line. That's also an artifact of the main header. So come over to the header and look at our options. And we look at border. Notice how he's described the border as being 0, 0, 3 pixels, and 0. You can use a short version of the border width and place the individual elements in like that. And we're going to say no border. And hit save. Compile it. Refresh it. Okay. Now, if my front page was actually working correctly, what would happen is I'd have this on my front page, but not the interior pages. And on my interior pages, I would have the small menu.